Hello, my dear students. Hope you all are healthy and happy. Today we will study English Literature, chapter number 2, Mighty Bhim. This chapter is an extract from the great epic Mahabharata and depicts the powerfulness of Bhim. Now tell me, whose picture is this? Yes, this is one of your favorite cartoon character, Chota Bhim. And you know, children, this Chota Bhim's character is an inspiration of a real Bhim who was one of the Pandavas in Mahabharata. So, our today's story, The Mighty Bhim, is about the real Bhim from Mahabharata. This story is an extract from Mahabharata, one of the greatest epic. And the picture you are seeing here is an animated pic of the real Bhim, who was among one of the 5 brothers of Pandavas. Now let's come to our chapter. At the beginning of this chapter, there is an activity given here. You can see a frame on page number 23 of your books, and what you have to do in this frame is to draw a picture of one of your favorite character whom you admire most from the different stories you have read so far. And after drawing the pic, you have to tell why you admire that particular character so much. That's all about the activity. Now let's start our chapter. We will read from the green lines written at the bottom of page. Now we will read a story from one of the world's greatest epics, the Mahabharata. This is the story of how Bhim defeats the demon Bakasura. So here the word epics means a heroic story. So this is a short intro about the story, which I have already told you that this is an extract from Mahabharata, a heroic story, and in this story it is shown that how Bhim defeats the demon Bakasura. Demon means a devil. The Pandavas fled from their enemies and came to the village of Ekachakra, disguised as poor Brahmins. Now let me explain you. First 2 lines tells us that the Pandavas have fled from their enemies. Fled means run away, and they have come to the village of Ekachakra, and they have dressed themselves as poor Brahmins so that no one can recognize them. Let's read further. A kind-hearted family gave them shelter in a small cottage near their home. The Pandavas had to make a living by begging. Whatever they received at the end of the day, the 5 Pandavas and their mother Kunti divided into 2 parts. One part was given to Bhim and the other part was shared among the 4 brothers and their mother. Bhim got the lion's share because he was as huge as a mountain and had an enormous appetite. Now let me explain. This para tells us that when the Pandavas were actually 6 in number, 5 brothers and their mother. So when these 6 came to the village of Ekachakra, a kind-hearted family gave them a place to live. They gave them a small cottage so that they can live in that, and the Pandavas had to make their living by begging. Begging means to ask for money or food as charity. So they used to beg for food, and whatever food they get at the end of the day, their mother, whose name is Kunti, she used to divide that food into 2 parts. One part was shared among the 4 brothers and their mother, and the other part was completely given to Bhim. As a result, Bhim used to get the lion's share. Lion's share means largest part of something. Why Bhim used to get the largest part of food? Because he was very tall and strong. He was as huge as a mountain, and he had an enormous appetite. Enormous means huge, and appetite means you can say diet. So his diet was very much. That's why his mother used to give him largest part of the food. Let's read next para. One day the four brothers went out to beg, leaving Bhim and his mother at home. In the quiet of the afternoon, Bhim and his mother heard cries coming from their neighbor's home. Kunti went across and there saw a strange scene. So it's written in this para that one day when Bhim and his mother were at home while the other four brothers were out for begging, and it was the afternoon time. It was quiet in the afternoon. Quiet here means silence. There was silence all around. Then these two, Bhim and his mother, heard the sound of cries, and the sound was coming from their neighbor's home. So to find out what's happening, Bhim's mother Kunti went to their neighbor's home, and there she saw something very unusual. Let's read the next lines. The father shouted, "I am the head of the family. I must go." The mother shouted, "I am the mother of two children. I must go." The daughter shouted, "I am your daughter. I must go." The young son waved a blade of grass like sword and shouted, "I am big and strong. I must go." So these lines depict the scene which Bhim's mother Kunti saw in their neighbor's home. She saw that everyone in their neighbor's family of four members, daughter, son, and their parents, they were shouting. All four were shouting. Father was saying that I must go, mother was saying that I must go, while the daughter and son, they were also saying the same thing, that they must go. Now let's read the next page. Kunti asked why the family was so upset. "Don't you know?" said the father. "In a cave outside the village lives a demon called Bakasura, who rules over us." "Every day," added the mother, "the village must send 2 buffaloes, 3 big baskets of food, and 1 human being to feed Bakasura." "It is our turn now," said the daughter. "I will go," shouted the son. So when Kunti saw everyone was shouting in their neighbor's family that I must go, I must go, she asked the reason that what's happening here, why you all are so upset. To which the father of the family replied that, "Don't you know, there lives a demon in a cave outside the village, and he rules over us." After which mother of the family added that every day the village has to send food for that demon, or demon means devil. So every day the villagers had to send food for the devil, and the food includes 2 buffaloes, 3 big baskets of food, and 1 human being. And today and then daughter of the family said that today it is our turn, that one of our family member had to go to the devil to be eaten by him. After which the son again shouted that I must go and I will go. Let's read the next lines. Kunti begged the family to be quiet. "I have a plan," she said. "I will ask my son to slay the demon. He is very strong and has killed many demons." The family was grateful for Kunti's offer to help, but Yudhishthira, Bhim's eldest brother, was angry when he heard the plan. "Why are you putting my brother in danger?" he asked his mother. So these lines tells us that when Kunti saw that everyone in the neighbor's family was so much worried, she said to them that don't panic and don't worry, please be quiet, be silent, and I have a plan. And what plan she had? She said that I will send my son Bhim to kill that demon, to slay the demon. Slay means to kill. So she said that I will send my son, and he is very strong, and he had killed many demons earlier also, and now also he will kill this demon Bakasura. So everyone in the neighbor's family was very thankful that Kunti offered them help, and they were very happy. But Bhim's brother, whose name was Yudhishthira, he was very angry when he heard his mother's plan. Why? Because he said to his mother that why are you putting my brother in danger? Why are you sending my brother to such a dangerous devil? Let's read the next lines. Kunti explained, I am certain that your brother Bhim will be safe. Has he not fought and defeated demons in the past? Besides, it is our duty in life to help those who are in difficulty. Bhim was glad to help. He collected a huge supply of food and made his way to the demon's cave. When Yudhishthira, Bhim's eldest brother, asked his mother that why are you putting my younger brother in danger, Kunti replied that I am sure Bhim will defeat this demon because Bhim is very strong and brave, and he has defeated various other demons also in the past, and he will defeat Bakasura also. And she also added that it is our duty to help our neighbors. And on hearing this plan, Bhim was very glad. Glad means happy. He was very happy and he collected a huge amount of food and he left for demon's cave. Let's move to the next page. Once there, he called out, Bakasura, come and get your food. If you don't come out, I will eat it all up. Bakasura could not believe his ears. No one had spoken to him rudely before. He rushed out of the cave furiously and attacked Bhim. But Bhim showed no fear. He turned his back on the demon, sat down, and began to eat the food. In his fury, Bakasura struck a heavy blow on the back of Bhim's neck. But to the powerful Bhim, it was as if a fly had tickled him. Next, Bakasura uprooted a banyan tree and flung it at Bhim. Bhim caught it with one hand and tossed it away as if it were a straw blown by the wind. So these lines depict the scene when Bhim finally reached outside the cave of Bakasura, and on reaching there, Bhim called out to Bakasura that come out or else I will eat all your food. On hearing those lines, Bakasura was very angry. He rushed out from his cave furiously. Furiously means extremely angry. Why he was angry? Bakasura was angry because no one had dared to talk him so rudely till now. Everyone used to talk him so politely, but Bhim was talking him so rudely. So he was very angry. He rushed out of his cave furiously. But Bhim was not Bhim was fearless. He sat down there and started eating his food. On seeing which, Bakasura hit him hard on his neck. He hit hard on the neck of Bhim, but it does not affect Bhim. Why so? Because Bhim was very strong, very powerful, and Bakasura's attack was just like to him as if a fly had tickled him. Tickled means lightly touched. So this hitting by Bakasura was just like a fly had touched him so lightly. He feel that a fly has touched him. After that, Bakasura uprooted a banyan tree and flung it at Bhim. Flung means throw it at Bhim. Bhim caught the tree with one hand and he tossed it in the air. Let's read the lines. Now wild with rage, Bakasura tore rocks from the ground and threw them at Bhim, who by now had finished all the food. Wiping his fingers on a cloth, he rose to fight the demon. So, on seeing that his attacks are not harming Bhim, Bakasura was wild with rage. Rage means violent, uncontrollable anger. Bakasura was very angry. He was getting mad with anger. So what did he do? He started breaking rocks from the ground and throwing that rocks to Bhim. Throwing that rocks on Bhim. Bhim by now had finished all his food which he was eating, and wiping. Wiping means cleaning his finger with a cloth. He rose to fight the demon. He stood up. Rose means stood up to fight the demon Bakasura. Let's read the next page. What a struggle there was. It was as if two of the world's biggest mountains were wrestling. The earth and the sky trembled as they fought. Then Bhim raised the demon over his head and hurled him to the ground. A huge cloud of dust rose where Bakasura fell, and when it had cleared, the demon was lying lifeless on the stony ground. So these lines depict the fight which Bhim and demon Bakasura had, and it was looking like world's two biggest mountains were wrestling. Why? Because both the Bhim and Bakasura were so huge, and it was looking that earth and the sky trembled as they fought. Trembled means shake, and while they were fighting, it was looking that everything was trembling, everything was shaking. And then Bhim raised the demon over his head and hurled him to the ground. Hurled means throw him to the hurl means throw. So Bhim raised Bakasura over his head and threw him to the ground. And as soon as he threw him to the ground, there was a cloud of dust all around. There was dust all around. And when that dust settled, he saw that Bakasura, that demon, was lying lifeless. He was finally dead. Read the last few lines. Bhim returned to a joyful welcome in the village. But the Pandavas knew that the people would spread the word of Bhim's great victory, and the enemies of the Pandavas would discover them. So, under cover of night, the Pandavas left as quietly as they came. When Bhim finally returned to his village after killing that demon, he was welcomed very happily by the villagers. Villagers were very happy. They welcomed him very nicely because he had finally killed that demon who was ruling over them. But the Pandavas were sure now that when the villagers will spread the news of Bhim's victory over the demon, their enemies can recognize them. Their enemies will come to know the place of their residence. So they decided to leave that village of Ekachakra, and while it was night time, the six Pandavas left that village. So students, this was all in this story. Hope you must have understood this story well. And also the title, Mighty Bhim. Mighty means powerful, and it is given a title Mighty Bhim because this story, this chapter depicts the powerfulness of Bhim.